the 15th brightest object in the sky, yet it has been named Jeshta by our ancients. Jeshta means the oldest one, the biggest one. Indeed, Antares is one of the biggest objects in the sky of what we know. It is 12 times the size of the Sun, and if Antares was put in our solar system, its size would be somewhere in between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. It is really, really, really big. How our ancient people concluded that it was so big is something that we can only wonder about. When I was in the 7th or 8th standard, I remember being asked a question, which star is closest to the Earth? And the answer my professor expected from me was, of course, Proxima Centauri. I surprised him by saying, it's the Sun. But yes, the Sun is a star which we kind of take for granted, and we call it the Sun. And the next closest star to us is in the Centaurus constellation, and it's called Proxima Centauri. Proxima Centauri is approximately 4.2 something light years away from the Earth. Do you know what our ancients called Proxima Centauri? Mitra. Mitra means the one who is close. Is that a coincidence again that they named the closest star Mitra? Right? This also shows that they knew the difference between planets and stars. Here is the modern value of the speed of light. Now just listen to this shloka.
Tatha cha smaryata yojananam sahasram dve dveshate dve cha yojane ekena nimisha ardhena kramamana namostute.
One nimisha is the amount of time it takes you to blink your eyes. One nimisha. And a yojana is around 8 miles. There is a lot of debate about this, but if you take the yojana to be somewhere near 8 or 9 miles, this particular shloka that we just heard is actually a formula to calculate the speed of light. And if you check out this value, you will find that it is remarkably close to the modern value of the speed of light. When people get married in the traditional way in India, the husband and wife are asked to step out of the mandapam and look at a particular star in the sky called Arundhati Vasishta. Now, Arundhati and Vasishta were supposed to be the ultimate married couple. She was always devoted and totally loved her husband. And Vasishta, the great Rishi, was the most amazing, loving husband that you could think of for Arundhati. This is amazingly illustrated by this twin star system, which, by the way, in modern nomenclature is called Alcor-Mizar, that the two stars rotate around each other. It's not that one is in the center and the other rotates around it, but the two stars actually rotate around each other. Their destinies tied in a synergistic dance, just the way a husband and wife should be. Like, it is not that the husband should be in the center and the wife goes around him, or the wife should be in the center and the husband goes around her. It should be that the husband and the wife dance their destinies, keeping each other's interests, passions, and love in mind. I could go on and on and on about astronomy, but I want to end with two things which are not really astronomically related, but absolutely fascinating even then. The first is, if you look at the pillar standing outside the Qutub Minar in Delhi today. It is made of iron, and that iron is rust proof. The terrible pollution of Delhi, the crazy fumes, the moisture, all that has done nothing to this pillar. There is no doubt about it that it is iron. There is no doubt about it that it doesn't rust. And till today, we do not have the technology to create rust-proof iron. Also, it is not a pillar that is unique or alone. There are many such pillars scattered all around the country, some in very, very remote villages, which meant that the ability to create this was not an elitist thing, but normal general people knew how to make them. So rust-proof iron would be a dream, and that dream had been realized a long time ago in this country, and we have still not figured out how to make it. To end, I would like you to listen to this particular shloka.
Gopi bhagya madhuvrata shringishodadhi sandhiga khalajivita khatava galahala rasandhara.
As you can see from the translation, it is one of those many shlokas that are there in the praise of Lord Krishna. But there is a secret here. If you take ka, ta, pha and replace them by 1 and so on as is shown in this table, then this particular shloka is actually the encoded value of pi up to 31 decimal places. You know, the first time I saw this, it really blew my mind. These guys knew how to do encoding. These guys knew the value of pi. These guys did this in a form of a devotional poem, a shloka. I had goose pimples when I first heard about the Katapayadi Sankhya, as it is called. If you are wondering how our ancient people knew all this, my pet theory is it's because they meditated. You know, India, I guess, is the only civilization in which science and spirituality were never at loggerheads with each other. In fact, all our scientists were saints. They knew to go outside, you also have to go inside. And this is, I guess, one of the most important messages that ancient India has for India today and the world in general. I hope you will also consider going a little inside as you continue to explore the mysteries and beauty of the outside. Thank you very much.